So in our parampara, Sadashiva is Advaita Acharya Prabhu. So Shiva in parampara, Gaudiya, ISKCON and so many people, they all worship as Gopeshwar Mahadev as their predominating deity. So every Jayadhwani we can in every Gaudiya would say Gopeshwar Mahadev ki. So because why? He is Gopi, but he is a god also. In Vrindavan there is Bankhande and Gopeshwar, the predominating Shivas are there. Shiva Tattva is a little very complicated. There are 12 Jyotirlingas. Shiva means auspicious, Mangal, all auspicious. He is not only auspicious, he is the greatest of all Vaishnavas also. So he is Mahajan also. His name is in Mahajan also. So Shiva Tattva, in Shiva there are different, he is mostly worshipped as Linga in so many places. There are 12 Jyotirlingas, which are the predominating worshipable deities all over India. In that sense, Mahaprabhu when traveling in South India, he worshipped Kalahasti. He visited Kalahasti, Mahalingeshwar in Bhubaneswar, different places, but 12 Jyotirlingas are predominating. It is said, Saurashtre Somanathancha, when Krishna left his body. It is a Bhaum Leela. Krishna never leaves body because there is no difference between Krishna's body and soul. Krishna Swadham, it is Bhagavad says, Krishna Swadham Bhagate Dharma Jnana se Kalo Dusha. In Kali Yuga, there is no direction, no light, so the Bhagavad has appeared. But there is Prabhasa Kshetra in Saurashtra, Gujarat. So nearby there is one, is called Somanathancha. Soma means Lord Shiva has in his head, there is moon, half moon. So the Soma is the name of this. Soma is the name of Chandrama. So Saurashtre Somanathancha. Then Dakshine tu Rameshwaram, where Lord Rama worshipped to cross over the ocean to enter into the Lanka to kill Ravan. So there first, because Ravana is the greatest devotee of Lord Shiva, so he himself, Lord Ramchandra, worshipped Shiva. So it is said, Rama Yasya iti Ishvara. Here two things are there. Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava and devotee. So in Ramayana also so many places say one who doesn't accept Shiva as the authority, he never attains the Rama's mercy. So in that way, the devotee is very dear to Lord. So Rama Yasya, they are worshipped by Rama also, and Shiva also worshipped Rama because he wanted to annihilate this planetary so many demons. So Shiva insidely, oh please Ram, you came, I'm very happy here. Now you go to Lanka like that. So in that way, Dakshine tu Rameshwar, Timbake tu Gomati Tate. In the Maharashtra, where Lord Ramchandra 12 years he stayed there in Panchavati. There is one Kalaram temple also in nearby Godavari. The river is called Godavari. Same river goes to in Andhra, Kabul, where Rai Ramanand has Samvad with Mahaprabhu. So, Trimbaketu Gomati Tate, the name of the Shiva is Trimbakeshwar. Himalaya to Kedare. In Himalaya, he is worshipped as Kedar. Kedarnath. Then Ujjaine Mahakale Omkare Mamaleshware. In Maharashtra there are 4. Odia Nagana, then Bhima Shankar. Bhima Shankar predominantly Mahaprabhu visited. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came from Maharashtra, like Gokarna, where the Bhagavad Katha was there, nearby Karwar, Karnataka border, Maharashtra, one side ocean is there. Gokarna means the Shiva's linga is like cow ear, because he was also listening when the Dundupari was delivering that time, because that name is called Gokarna. The big Gokak Falls is also there. Nearby that there is this Bhagavad Katha spoken. So Shiva was very fond of it and he was listening. So that Shivling is Gokarna. That place, name, village, everything is called Gokarna. The train station is also Gokarna. So that side Mahaprabhu was coming from Udupi Krishna to Mangalore side, and he entered into the Pandharpur. Before that the Gokarna came. And then he met there Rangapuri, and he was his brother Vishwarup, and then he temple divine from Maharashtra. Then he Mahaprabhu, that is all Krishna river nearby. Bilmangal place is also there, nearby Krishna, where Bilmangal Prabhu received Krishna Karanamrita. So Saurashtre Somanathancha, Dakshinya to Himalaya to Kedare. Then Ujjaina Mahakala. In Ujjaina, where Sandipani Muni, the Krishna Guru, Lord himself he accepted as a Guru. His Guru's name is Sandipani Muni. Krishna Balaram went from Vrindavan to study all Kala, all arts to Ujjain, where Sandipani Muni ashram was there. So that place, there is one Shiva Jyotirling that is called Mahakaleshwar. Ujjaina Mahakala Omkare Mamaleshwar. In MP there is Omkareshwar also. So in that way, the Lord Shiva is worshipped all over the world. There are so many temples, like Mahaprabhu I told Katha worshipped specifically when before entering into the Tirupati. Then again in Andhra there is Sri Shailam. Sri Shailam is also nearby Kurnool district, nearby Ahobalam, where 9 Narsinghas are there. Nearby there is the Sri Shailam. This is very famous Jyotirling. Even Mahaprabhu visited Sri Shailam before entering, going to the Tirupati to have darshan of all hills. So in that way, this Lord Shiva is authority also. He has 3 netra called. He is called one name, 3 names. He has a millions of names, but millions of worship. In Gujarat there is one Spatikalinga also. Nobody can count because it is always changing. So Lord Shiva has, so like Tarkeshwar Mahadev, we in our parampara, Bhaktivedanta Thakur worship Tarkeshwar Mahadev is also one of the Mahadev. Then in Jagannath Puri he is called as Lokanath Mahadev. He is very famous and very one who everybody visits mostly in Jagannath Puri, Lokanath. Then in Bhubaneswar, before going to the Ananteshwar temple, there is also one Mahalingeshwar. So in that way, Lord Shiva is worshipped all over the everywhere. In our parampara, we worship Gopeshwar because Soma Mole, we also say that time when in prayer we chant. So that way, in our parampara, we accept him as a Mahajan, devotee, and plus we follow Shiva as any prasadam we offer to the Lord, we give to our Guru Varga. They are also representing as a pure, auspicious, like Shiva Vaishnava type. So in our parampara, all Guru Vargas, they are represented of Mahajans. So they are represented from Shiva also. So in that way, we all, our Guru Vargas, they are anywhere they Radha Dasyam, this Gopi Bhav, Manjari Bhav, also when we talk about the Shadgoswami Prabhu, they are also found of Shiva. Because once Sanatana Goswami was very upset because he was very disturbed. Sometimes because he was every day going Mathura, begging Bhiksha, living very simple, everything. But he wanted to leave. But when he goes to this Mansiganga nearby, then Shiva himself spoke, please don't go, you are the one pure devotee here. And you please stay with me. Because Sanatana Goswami, Lamamaji is not ordinary, he is a very Sambandhacharya. So he was very hard, means simple living, who manifested this Madan Mohan, this Sanatana Goswami Pad, the Chakleshwar Mahadev himself manifested to him. And he told, please, Sanatana, please don't go. Please stay in Vrindavan, and you are the one devotee. I like you. I want to stay with you. Then Sanatana Goswami told, no, there are so many mosquitoes and biting me, and so many, my body is also not so good, so pus coming, or body damaging, and hot too much, too cold, Vrindavan, like this, everything he told. Then Chakleshwar Mahadev himself manifested, he told, don't worry, there will no mosquitoes will come this area, particularly where you are staying. So in that way he protected himself, because Shiva is the protector of his devotees. Shiva is very like anybody who is doing Ram, Krishna, Gaur, Bhakti, the Shiva very helpful, and he helps and protects and he guides also. So that way Shiva is very merciful. So in that way Shivadrohi, in Ramayana also it is stated that Shivadrohi, one who is not accept Shiva's authority, they cannot enter into the Krishna Bhakti also and Ram Bhakti also. In that way, originally Shiva is Mahabhagavat and he is Guru. So in this way, we have to, Shiva glorifies his different Puranas, different glorification is there of Lord Shiva. You can see in this world, Shiva has a very complicated parivar because he is Grahastha, but he is great devotee. There are so many Grahastha devotees in our, but Shiva has very like his son is Ganesha, who is like an elephant, mouse. Shiva has his. We can see that Shiva's wife is Durga. Durga means the material world, but he is Mayati. He is above that, and mostly people. He is Avadhuta. Avadhuta means he is Paramhans. He remained all everything annihilated in Brahma, or everybody is annihilated when the Mahavishnu's breath also. But Shiva Tattva never lost. Shiva will remain there. And he again and again he consumes the all inauspiciousness in this world. So in that way, Lord Shiva is always in trance. In trance means meditation. He has half eyes closed, half open. But a third eye he has, that is called Divya, that is only opens when the need is. So that way Shiva has a Jnana Ganga. We say Chalayasi Vikramane Bali Adbhuta Vaman Padanakha Neera Janita Janapavan Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa. That when the Ganga came, that flow, nobody can hold it. Ganga is not ordinary. She is Akar Ganga, she is Patal Ganga, she is Bhur. So nobody can hold, but Lord Shiva holded me very easily. So that way, he is called Samartha. Samartha means completely capable of. He doesn't come in Tamoguna. People say Shiva is in Tamoguna. But Shiva, because so many people have bad and half knowledge, no full understanding. So the Shiva is not Tamoguna. Shiva is Maya Dhish. Tama means Durga. Durga means three modes. But he is pati of, he is a husband of these three modes of material nature. He doesn't come, he is about that nirguna. So in that way, he always holds, when the ocean has turned, Lord Shiva, there was a big battle in between demigods and demons to understand who is greater. So that time, there the question, the ocean has to be churned. And there are so many things in the ocean because he is called Ratnakar. So that time, the only one person who would drink poison and consumed because he doesn't allow the poison into his heart, and so he is also like Shadgoswami Nirmatsarana. He doesn't allow poison into the heart, but not he allowed the poison to fill down in this world, so the all world people get affected or like that. So he is very cautious. He is a fully knower of Lord Krishna. So and Rama. So that's why he always chants Ram, 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 Rameti, Iti, Rama, like that. Or Lord Shiva is his mantra. Our Gaudiya, we say Brahma Haite, Chaturmukhe, Shiva Haite, Panchamukhe, Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare, like that we chant. But Lord, he is originally meditating on Sankarshan Ram, who is Ananta. Sankarshan is also one of the Kaya view of our Narayana. There are different Narayanas, but the manifestation, creation and destruction, these three important things. But the Ksharodakshai Vishnu stays in every living entity as an Angushta Matrena. Every living entity, elephant has his body, so his Angushta Matrena in his heart. The ant has his body. So that way the Ksharodakshai is also all pervading. So that original Sankarshan, Ksharodakshai Vishnu, the Lord Mahadeva is always meditating and chanting Ram, 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 Ram like that. So that he's in this way. Yesterday was Shivaratri. Shivaratri means some people have different understanding of Shivaratri. Just like that day, some people say that mostly he doesn't speak, Shiva. He's Moni Baba also. He's one of the names is called Moni Baba also. He always, like, he is the greatest of the Muni and Sadhu, and he always trance. But that day they say he spoke this Bhagavatam to Parvati. And that day he opened his mouth. So some people say that's why they call it Shiva-Ratri. We say our parampara is Narad Pancharatri. Narad Pancharatri because the worshipable Narada is both. Narada is the guru of all Devtas, Devarashi. But plus he is the guru of Vedic Bhakti also he knows, and he knows the Raganuga Bhakti also. That's why he is called, he is also like the Rupa Goswami, our Sargoswami prays, He Radhe Brajat Gevike Chalalite He Nanda Sur. So, but Naradi also always, Radha, Narada Veena Bajaye Radhika Ramana Name. He always Radhe, 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 Radhe chants it also. So he knows of Radha also. Naradi is not ordinary. So in that way, our Shiva always chanting. He always chanting. But that day, particularly that Shiva-Ratri, he spoke this Mauna Bhanga and he started speaking about Lord's glories, Bhagavatam, and Krishna's Rasa Leela, Prema Tattva, Rasa Tattva, all Tattva. There are 4. They are all Bhagavatam, Krishna, Swayam Shiva started speaking. That's why they say that is also. But some people say in different way he danced, he Tandav with his disciples, like so many ghosts, demons, and so many bhut like that. So many, but the original Sadashiva is always calm, quiet, peaceful, full of knowledge, full of bliss, Sachidananda like that. And always he blesses everyone with auspicious. But here, some people have understanding that Shivaratri means that day, particular day. Shiva himself, there is one, if you go Narmada, nearby Narmada, there is one village called Prakasha. Prakasha means Lord Shiva, that day, Shivaratri day, the effulgence came from his body and become all auspicious and light came. So different places, different way, the people understand Shiva. But Shiva is always our Guru, meditating and auspicious, showing Bhagavad Purush, who in Kali Yuga also, he is always present and he guides us. So one can follow Lord Shiva with Gopeshwar Mahadev, Vankande Mahadev, Chakleshwar Mahadev, and worship, meditate. Then all our Parampara Guru Vargas are also did that, and we will receive all our Guru Vargas mercy also, and Bhakti also, and Radha Krishna Jugal Seva also.
Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritamena Tasmai Shri Rave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Dayam Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanam Guru Rajarasasayam Charanam Shri Guru Charanam Mande Garam Visthaya Bhutale Rupanam Bhaktayam Charanam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Sadhya Jai Navanavate Jai So Listen Gopishwara Jalasimhan Hare Krishna 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 Vedam. So the question being asked by the Vaishnavas, what is the difference between the Shambhulinga and the Jyotirlingas? And what is the difference between Sadashiv and Shiva Thakur? So, before getting into that, I was just seeing one tour report. When Srila Gurudev was preaching in 2009, he came to this temple, not even 2009, 2010 this was actually. Gurudev was in this country, Mauritius. Mauritius is a predominantly Hindu country near Africa. So that Gurudev, he was in Mauritius there. see Gurudev is doing Abhishek of the Shivlinga. Madhav Maharaj is there, Bhaktivedanta Prabhu, he is there. And Gurudev is taking some coconut water, doing Abhishek of Shivlinga with coconut water, milk. Doing so much love, Gurudev is doing everything. Many Indians are there in the temple there. Very nice. So there, Gurudev, he was whispering something into Nandi's ear in that temple there. So the devotees, they asked Gurudev, what were you whispering into Nandi's ear? And also you were offering a pranams to Nandi, because Nandi is the bull carrier of Lord Shiva. So in Gurudev, he said, I was asking that he bless us, that we attain this Krishna prema, that he help us attain this Radha Dasya. That was Gurudev's speciality. Even when Gurudev was in Hesarghatta also, Hesarghatta is a very ancient place. Vyasadevi performed bhajan there. So there in Hesarghatta also, there are many Nrsimhadev temples there. I think worshipped by Parashuram himself. So in one temple also, Gurudev went and offered pranams to Nrsimhadev, and then all the devotees are doing kirtan, and they asked Gurudev, what should we pray to Nrsimhadev? Because sometimes devotees may think, why should we chant Nrsimha Kavach in the morning? They're like Ekantik, Radha Krishna Bhakta, this, that. But you see, Gurudev himself was praying that to Nrsimhadev. And said, what should we ask for? Gurudev said, ask for Radha Dasya from Nrsimhadev. Specifically, he said, you ask for Radha Dasya. So similarly here also, Gurudev is praying to Shivji and all his associates that he blesses there. So then Gurudev, he did parikrama there, of the Shivlinga there, and then he offered pranams there. And then he spoke some stories from the Shiv Puran also. Said there was one demon who was worshipping the Shivlinga, and Shivji didn't appear, so this demon, he took one bale fruit and he threw it at the linga. And immediately Shivji manifested from the linga and blessed him. And then he was saying how there was one hunter, this hunter, what would he do? He would climb on trees and he would shoot down animals. So once, what did he do? During the night of Shiva-Ratri, he climbed up a tree and some leaves from the tree fell on the linga below. And also some water, he had some water in a pot, that water also fell on the linga. So then when deer came, and then the hunter, he wanted to kill the deer, but the deer said, don't kill me now, I am a mother, I'll just go feed my child and then come, then you can kill me. And the hunter said, what if you're lying? And the deer said, no, if I'm lying, then all misfortune will be upon me. And the hunter said, okay. And again he climbed up a tree, and again some leaves fell on the Shivlinga, some bale leaves, there's a bale, again some water fell on the linga. So again this person came, this another deer came. Then the hunter wanted to kill, and then the deer said, I'm actually not a deer, I'm a stag, I'm the husband of the deer. And again the third time the sister of the deer came, and again then the fourth time he climbed up the tree, then some water fell from that pot, and this time he performed Abhishek of the Shivlinga 4 times, and this time the entire family of the deer had come, saying he can kill all of us. We never broke our promise to appear in front of you. And this way Shivji himself manifested from the linga. He blessed that hunter this way. We heard from the Vaishnavas also this story of Kakbhushandi, how he was also a great devotee of Lord Shiva actually. He wanted the Sri Vaishnava to worship Shivji. So then the Sri Vaishnava, he caught him, and then by force he tried having him worship Shivji. So then the Sri Vaishnava, he was worshipping Lord Shiva, but then he was saying that he is worshipping Lord Shiva, but he is also chanting these mantras to please Narayana. And then this hunter, he wanted to kill this Brahmin, and immediately Shivji manifested from the linga. He said, I curse you to be in hell forever. The Vaishnava is everyone's well-wisher, and you're trying to kill him. Then the Vaishnava was so merciful, then he requested Lord Shiva, please forgive this person, this hunter. And then Lord Shiva said, alright, he'll suffer in hell, but all that suffering will pass away very quickly. He'll suffer, he'll take birth again and again and again, and basically his hellish existence will be finished in a very short time. Then that person, he became a Brahmin in his next life. So then there was Lomaharsha Rishi. Then this Lomaharsha Rishi, he was speaking on this Brahma Tattva. And then this Brahman was saying, why are you speaking on this Brahma Tattva? You can speak something more. Maybe speak about Bhagwan himself. So then Lomaharsha Rishi cursed him. You're like a crow, always cawing. Maybe you become a crow. And his next life, he became Kakbhushandi. And then Lomaharsha Rishi felt sad for him. He said, you can become a Brahmin. And he said, no. In this form of a crow, I'm always very happy. Therefore, even now you see in Jagannath temple, they're always offering this Jagannath Mahaprasad to all the crows, all the birds. And you see Kakbhushandi himself is speaking Harikatha to everyone. We see that when Garuda, he had this doubt. When Meghanath, he released his Nagastra on Ram and Lakshman, his Nagpash. Ram and Lakshman were bound. Then the Vanavas were thinking what to do. Then Narad called Garuda here. So as soon as Garuda came there, then the snakes went away. Then Garuda, he had doubt in his mind. Sanchayatma Vinashati. Now he had this doubt. Saying, oh, how is Rama born? Like Sati Devi, she had this doubt. He's weeping for his wife. So now Garuda also had this doubt. So then he went to Shivji. He said, no, I cannot understand. I can say. He is my Prabhu and these snakes are seeing me and they're going away. Then I'm seeing these snakes are bound in. Then Shivji is the Siksha Guru for everyone. And Shivji said, go to Kakbhushan. And Garuda said, how can I go there? To crow. I'm the king of birds. And crow, you see, is, even if you see a crow, it is very inauspicious. Especially the cawing of a crow. So you say, how can I go learn from a crow? He said, no, you will go there. And then Kakbhushan is spoken over. Even now, if you go to the Himalayas, there is this Kakbhushan Kund near Kedarnath. Very beautiful place where Kakbhushan spoke Katha to Garuda. Even now, you can have darshan of that place. So the question I asked is, what is the difference between Sadashiv and this Rudra? So yesterday we heard that one who properly follows Varnashram Dharma for 100 years, he becomes a Brahma. And one who follows this version of Brahma for being 100 years, he becomes this Shiva. So we see, when we speak of Shiva being a Gunavatar, then the Vaishnavas explained that actually, how can we consider Sadashiva himself be a Gunavatar? That he has this Tamoguna. There is only the Pandita Abhimanis, Vivekhin, Vicharhin, they speak like this. We heard this. Because we hear that one who follows this Brahmapad for like 100 years, he becomes Shiva. And then one who follows the Shiva path for 100 years becomes a Vaishnava. So from this consideration, we see the Shiva path is actually a post. It is not the personality himself. Sadashiv is a personality. Sadashiv means he is always Sada, he is always situated in this position there in this Paravya. But then when he appears in this world, he appears as this Kailash. In Kailash he appears as Shiva. So this Shiva we see, like Narayan himself, he never appears in this world. Rather all the incarnations, they appear from Garvalakshay Vishnu. Similarly from here, this like when we speak of Shiva as being this Avesh avatar, Gunavatar, it is actually a Jiva. It is a Jiva who appears there as Shiva. And then sometimes we see, when there is no Jiva qualified, like yesterday we heard, there is no Jiva qualified to be Brahma, then this Hiranyamai, and this Hiranyagarbha Brahma himself, Vishnu himself becomes Brahma. If there is no person qualified to be Indra, then Vishnu himself becomes Indra. Then there is no difference between like this manifestation of Vishnu and Vishnu himself. Similarly, when Vishnu says that, when Bhagavan says there is no person qualified to be Shiva, then he himself becomes Shiva. No. So then he is no longer Jiva Tattva. He is no longer Jiva Tattva then. And then we also heard, when Shiva he performs this Mahapralaya, what is the meaning? Like we heard yesterday, the Jiva cannot be killed. The soul cannot be killed by fire, it cannot be made wet by water, it cannot be killed by any weapons. So then what is the meaning of this Shiva's Tandav Nritya, that he calls it this Mahapralaya? So here we see Vaishnavas explained two examples there. He said that normally the Jivas during Mahapralaya, what happens? It is the gross bodies that is destroyed, but they are still situated in their subtle bodies. And this Karma Vasana is still present there. And unless this Karma Vasana goes away, they cannot be situated in their Swarup and they cannot serve Krishna in the spiritual world. Therefore, there has to be a material world for them to finish this Karma Vasana. Then Shiva, he performs this Tandav Nritya and then he causes this Mahapralaya and then again creation takes place. Shrishti takes place again. So then we heard the other thing. When we speak of Shiva as killing this ignorance, killing all the Jivas, what does it mean? It means he kills their mentalities. It means he removes the Sattva, Taja, Tamo and Raja. And he establishes them in Nirgun Tattva. We heard this issue. Like that Brahmin who was recommended by Shiva when he came to Sanatana Goswami, what did Shiva do? Shiva Thakur, he himself made Sanatana Goswami break his promise of not making any disciples. And he made Sanatana Goswami give Gopal Mantra to his Brahmin. We have this Katha yesterday. What did Sanatana Goswami do? Through Shiva Thakur's inspiration, this Brahmin who is normally established in the Sattva, Raja, Tama, he purified him of all his qualities and he established him in the Suddha Sattva. Means he gave Swarup Siddhi. So this is Shiva, what he does. He establishes everyone in their Swarup Siddhi. This is why he is Shiva. Means he is Mangalmay. He is Mangalmay. He is very embodiment of auspiciousness in this regard. So this way, when we see in the form of Rudra, then we see actually the Ekadash Rudras manifested from Brahma's mind. But still you see the Rudras are always present, long before Brahma came. Like you see, fire is always present within stones. It is only a matter of fire manifesting itself and unmanifesting itself. Similarly, Rudras are even like, they are the cause of Brahma himself. Like we see normally Narada, he appears from the throat of Brahma. So does that mean Brahma is the father of Narada? This is not the case. Like we see, Daksha, we have this Katha also, he considers Shiva to be his son-in-law. Why? Because Shiva Thakur is always present in his form as of Yauvan Avastha, in his youthful state. Therefore he never becomes old. Therefore Daksha thought he is my son-in-law. But is that the case? Shiva was present long before Daksha was even born. So how could he possibly be his son-in-law in this way? So therefore there's like this Jiva Tattva of Rudransh and there's Sadashiv, Vishnu Tattva himself. So there's like many vichars. And regarding this Jyotirlinga, we heard the Vaishnavas speak very like deep Katha. This Jyotirlinga, like in the morning also the Vaishnavas are saying something regarding this Jyotirlinga. How like Shiva Thakur being one-pointed servants of Srimati Radhika, being one-pointed sevak of Srimati Radhika, is manifested this Jyotirlinga. You know, we listen to that Katha from the Vaishnavas themselves. So we see the Jyotirlingas, like Maharaj was saying, like even in Somnath there's one Jyotirlinga. That actually Jyotirlinga means the linga that manifests from fire. Like you see in Amarnath, the linga manifests from ice in Amarnath. Even now this Amarnath Yatra is going to begin now in India. Millions of people go there. And actually Gurudev was saying in class that linga that manifests from ice is actually not the real linga. There's the Akash linga. The linga that is seen in the sky, that is actually the real linga. Because linga means not like Shiva himself, it is actually the representative of Lord Shiva. Shiva-Ratri is also said to be the day when Shiva emerged from the linga. Like Maharaj was saying, Shiva-Ratri is the day Shiva spoke the Bhagavatam to Parvati. This is the day Shiva married Parvati, and also this is the day Shiva emerged from the Shivlinga. Like yesterday Maharaj was saying that during the Shivlinga, Shiva Thakur is himself present there. So there in Amarnath there is this linga. And then there's this other linga that Maharaj was speaking about, this Spashti linga or something. And then we see there's Ambulinga. In Kashinagar, in Bengal, there's this Ambulinga. Mahaprabhu, he went there and he also bathed there. And then there's this Patik linga that Maharaj showed. And then there's this Ambulinga. And then there is this linga made from sand. Like you see in Rameshwaram, the linga is made from sand. Because Ram killed Ravan, was a Shiva Bhakta, he wanted to atone for that. So therefore he wanted to worship Lord Shiva. So he told Hanuman, you bring one Shivlinga from Kashi. So then Hanuman, he was a little late in bringing the Shivlinga from Kashi. Then Sita Devi, she made a linga from sand. From the sand of the ocean, she made a linga. Then when Hanuman came there, he felt very sad that I got a linga from Kashi in the water. And Ram said, alright, you take this linga, you put this linga away and you can bring the linga you bought from Kashi. So then Hanuman, what did he do? He tied his tail to the linga made from sand. And he tried removing that linga. He tried so much. But this time Hanuman's pride was broken. And as he was trying to lift the linga by his tail, he was thrown into the ocean. And then Hanuman felt very sad. And then Ram said, okay, don't worry. First they worship the linga that you bought from Lanka. And then they worship the linga that Sita Devi has herself established. This is the procedure even now. If you go to Rameshwaram, even now, those are from the darshan. First you have darshan linga that Hanuman established, and then there. This is like one of the lingas made from sand. One of the lingas made from fire. In Somnath, actually, the original Jyotirlinga is actually not formed. It is not formed because when this Gauri came from Afghanistan, he actually desecrated the linga there. He said, the Pujari, he told him that I'll give you as much wealth as you want, but don't do anything to the linga. But he said, I'd rather be an idol breaker than selling the idols, and he broke the linga. So that's not the original linga they say in Somnath. So there in Somnath they worship this one linga there, and this way they this linga in the form of ambu, water, Akash linga, Spatik linga, and this linga made from sand, and this linga made from this Sambhu linga, and this way there are many different lingas. So we hope to hear from Vaishnavas about this Jyotirlingas benefited by Chakra.
हरे
समस्त जगत अंधकार छा गया, अर्थात तमगुण आच्छन्न हो गए। जैसे साफ सुथरा नहीं हो, सफाई करने वाला नहीं रहे, गंदगी का ढेर हो जाए। तो देवता लोगों में पवनदेव के ऊपर भार देते हैं, 49 मूर्तिगणों को, जाओ सफाई करो। आधी तूफान ले करके कूड़ा करकट सब सफाई करके कोई ढेर कर देते हैं, थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स रिलीफ हो जाता है। नहीं तो गंदगी के द्वारा तो ऐसे मर जाए कोई सफाई कर ही नहीं सकते। किंतु हृदय की जो गंदगी
Who will cleanse the heart? Who will clean the heart? Because the jiva being covered in this way by the jiva, by his sinful thoughts, sinful tendencies. He can translate his auspicious. Shiva Thakur is absorbed in samadhi. So who has this courage? Who will take this responsibility? Everyone wants nice place, fragrant place. But you see a place of foul odor, a dirty place. Who desires such a place? Who will purify one? Who will benefit one? Who is that person? So Shiva Thakur was absorbed in samadhi then. So that the devatas were thinking that devatas were thinking that no one is worshipping the devatas now, because everyone think of themselves as being Narayan himself. And they're saying we're all Brahma. So how will possibly worship the devatas then? Because this ahankar is and there in Tapolok, Janalok, Satalok, Brahmalok, everywhere, everyone was being scorched, and everyone was suffering so much, greatly fearful. Because even during Mahakal, Mahapralaya, one doesn't have to suffer as much, because then they are all merged into the waters of universal devastation. They are there in the state of supta, means they are all like in dormant state. They are all situated in the subtle bodies. But then being covered by this tamagun, you see one person, if he's in a very tamasic place, and he's eating tamasic food, in this way, then which person can be happy? He is always sad. But there is no way to find relief from these miseries. And then they become more absorbed in tamagun. So at the time the devatas, they call Kamdev-Rati. They told Kamdev, go and break Shiva Thakur's samadhi. Make the environment in such a way. So then he manifested the spring season, then he manifested many angels that were dancing, singing, peacocks were dancing, cuckoos were cooing. And so he made that place very tempting and made it in such a way that this temptation can enter inside Shiva's senses and break Shiva's dhyan, his meditative trance. But whatever he do, everything would be useless. Nothing could be done to break his trance. So then Kamdev, he took his Panchaban, 5 arrows. This Panchatattva. So he used these 5 arrows to stimulate the 5 elements. He wanted to stimulate the 5 elements within Shiva and break his trance. So then he was leaving all these arrows one by one. But in the end, he entered into Shiva's senses and he started making very restless. At that time, Shiva did not open his 2 eyes, but he opened his 3rd eye in his forehead. And then he burned Kamdev to ashes. Now the world was plunged into further darkness. Now creation itself had stopped. And everyone became inanimate. So that time, Rati, she was very sad. she was doing so much tapasya. Because now they didn't know what happened to him. Now he is burned to ashes, Cupid. Cupid, this lust does not leave anyone. Wherever you go, any living entities, bird, beast, trees, creepers, any Jivatma, every Jivatma is troubled by this calm. And Shivji said, all right, okay. Then he burnt Cupid to ashes. And Rati prayed so much. And then Shiva Thakur, he said, all right, Cupid will take birth as Krishna's son. You go and then he'll be the enemy of Sambrasur. Sambrasur, he will steal this boy and you go serve him and cook for him. And then after killing Sambrasur, you'll have him as your husband. So there are these Leelas, but then again Shiva entered into Dhyan. So then what happened? How could his Dhyan be broken? So who will take this responsibility? Shiva Brahmaji, he could create. But after this creation, when one is how to be free from this Rajagun, Tamagun, Sattvagun and be established in Nirgun Tattva. One can instruct, one can say many things. But how to bring all these instructions into practice? How to make one advance if there's no one to remove all these bad qualities? If no one can remove these bad qualities, dirty qualities, where will this good tendency come from? One is staying always in a place which is very dirty, full of garbage. Saying, oh, why should we? I'll be happy, I'll be healthy. How can this be possible? Where are you staying? So the jivas, to be free, who can free one of this mode of ignorance and from this tendency, wicked tendencies? Who can give them the sadbuddhi, proper intelligence, proper tendency? So when they prayed to Bhagavan Vishnu, all the demigods, then Vishnu said, all you devatas and all the Rishi Maharshis, Tapasis, all of you should go and do this Nam Kirtan of Bhagavan's Nam. When you glorify Bhagavan, then he will emerge from his Antardasha, from his Samadhi, into Bhaya Dasha. And so the time you pray to him and you please him, but he'll be happy if you act favorably. No one will be happy if you act unfavorably. So what Anukula Nisharan should you do? So you should follow all these limbs, angas of bhakti. Especially this foremost limb, Nam Kirtan. And then also you should pray for this Katha Shravan. He especially likes speaking Hari Katha. And he does Shravan Kirtan of this Bhagavad Katha. And he frees all the jivas from these durguns. He gives us property. This Shravana ke bhakti is most exalted. In this way, he will distribute this Bhagavad Rasmai Katha. And all of you should listen to this Rasmai Katha. And be transcendental Tamagun. And be established in Nirgun Tattva after being free from this Sattva Rajatama. When the world can be made pure. So that time, everyone start doing this Bhagavad Nam Kirtan. So Nardashi is especially very magnanimous in doing Kirtan. So he started this Namaha Sankirtan. And that Sankirtan, Shiva Thakur, he appeared. And they all started offering him pranams. They started offering him stuti, they did parikrama. All this Katha has been described very beautifully in the Bhagavatam. The Shiva Loka has also been described there. Sukadeva Goswami has described the Shiva Loka. banyan tree there. And there Shiva Thakur is sitting there in Samadhi. And he's speaking this Bhagavad Katha. So Rishi Mahārishis, when they all appeared there, with the devatas, then what does Shiva Thakur do? He started dancing ecstatically during Kirtan. He became very happy. And when he sat down with all the members of the audience, the Sabhasad, then first of all he told the Rishi Mahārishis, if you wish to be decorated with all these divine qualities, and if you wish to be eternally happy, if you should attain this topmost tranquility, then you should do, all of you should do the stuti with me. Then they started the stuti. Shiva Thakur himself taught this stuti. He taught them Manindra Vrindavandite, Triloka Shokaharini, Prasannavartar Pankaje, Nikunja Bhuvilasini, Jendra Bhanunandi, Rajendra Sangate, Kadakarishasi Amam, Kripakataksha Bhajanam. As long as you do not get the merciful sidelong glance, we don't pray for the merciful sidelong glance of Sarva Shakti Alladini, Shakti Srimati Radhika. As long as you don't pray for her mercy and you don't become the recipient of her glance, then the lamentation and the anguish of the three material, of the three worlds will not go away. No one can ever be free from the suffering of the three worlds. The lok, shok, is lamentation. Shiva Thakur took all the Rishi Mahārishis, Munindras, and he started worshipping Vrajendra Bhanu Nandini, especially when she is with Vrajendra Sunu. She is the dear daughter of Rishabhanu Maharaj. And Krishna, he is the dear son of Nanda Baba. He is Vrajendra Nandan. So Srimati Radhika is eternally present with Krishna. So if you don't do Nam Kirtan of Sri Radha and Krishna, if you don't pray to especially Srimati Radhika, then one will never be competent to do anything. He will never have any Shakti. So then Shiva Thakur at that time, he started saying that Umarama Satya Sachi Chandra Rukmini Radha Avtara Sabe Amnayavani Umarama Satya Sachi Rukmini. All the Shaktis, they're all emanated from Srimati Radharani and her Kripa. They have all achieved this competency only by Srimati Radhika's grace. Else they achieve nothing. Even Surya and all the other devatas, they pray to Srimati Radhika for her mercy. And this way they perform. This way they work for the welfare of the world and help everyone in this world only by the mercy and inspiration of Srimati Radhika. So one, if he has not taken shelter of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet, if he has not prayed to her, then he can never be free from ignorance, lamentation, disease, and then sorrow, then poverty. He will always be destitute and destroyed in all way, in all circumstances. He will never be free from this tamogun. He will never be transcendental to three modes. Therefore, everyone should pray and do kirtan. And then Shiva Thakur, he said, when I prayed and did kirtan of their glories, and this way, and during the 8 segments of the day, this 8 yam, then I remember this Nitalila. So then what happened? My body became Jyotirmaya, means effulgent. And every pore of my being was permeated by this Shakti. And there the Shakti started being seen on the very pore of my being. And then this mercy was flowing towards everyone. Therefore, if anyone comes to Shivji, then Shivji, what does he do? He says that what do these people want? Because he is very magnanimous, he is easily pleased. So Bhagavan, he ordered him, and you see, don't give this Bhaktivedanta to everyone. You should preach this Mayavad, which is veiled Buddhism, covered Buddhism. in Kali Yuga especially, you should appear as a Brahmin. And you must preach this Mayavad, Asat Shastra. Tell everyone that you are Brahma, I am Brahma, Sarvam Kalanam Brahma, Brahmasmi, you are Brahma, I am Brahma, everything is Brahma. Who should worship then? And they say, everyone will become one with Brahma. Everyone will become Brahma then. And Shiva Thakur said, how can you give me such a difficult order to execute? Why? Then Bhagavan, he said, that I give them Bhakti Mukti, but I never give them Krishna Bhakti, I cheat them. I give them all these things and I cheat them. So you should also learn to cheat. Now why are you so naive? Why do you give them whatever they want? You should also learn to cheat from me. You should tell everyone, you're Brahma, I am Brahma. Why should you worship anyone else? You eat, eat, drink, make merry. This is life. This way, you must be, you can be indebted and drink ghee. No, eat nicely. When you die, who will free you from your debt? You can nicely collect as many things as you want. And when you die, then you'll be free from everything. And who will free you from this debt? So you should learn to cheat people. Why are you not doing this? So Shiva Thakur, he said, people will only ask these things. And there will always be suffering in this world. And if they engage excessively in enjoyment, then they will have to suffer. And Prabhu himself will appear and reform them. So here, take as many things as you want here. Take and run away from here. Don't disturb me. Or they start disturbing Shivji. They will not leave. And they say that he's saying, here, take all these things and run away. But Shiva Thakur, where is he? He's always there in Sadashiv Lok or in Kailash or in Kedar Dham. No, where is he? He is where the Jyotirlinga is present. He is present there especially. They say the Shakti is being transferred into these 12 Jyotirlingas. Why 12? The 12 rasas, the Dadash rasas are present in these 12 Jyotirlingas. And wherever these rasas are present in these Jyotirlingas, then there he is always present doing Smaran Kirtan of Ashtakali Leela. And he is always lovingly interacting with the Premi Bhaktas. And yesterday we'll see her when Sanatana Goswami was staying with Chakleshwara Dev, and Shiva Thakur, he told him, don't leave. While staying with you, I'll never have to face any troubles. In Smaran Kirtan, all these people are always disturbing me, troubling me. When he comes to Vrindavan, then Gopishwar Mahadevi tells him, please don't go far away from me. I cannot stay far away from you. He said, if you cannot come, I'll come to you. And he came as Pankandi Mahadev. And he stayed there, Kameshwar Mahadev and Kamyavan. So they say, he likes staying with the Premi Bhaktas. The Sarupi is shown. As Gopishwar, he is always present in Braj. He is always present there in Dham. To cheat the demons, he appears as these Rudras, as Shiva, in different Sarupas. Like Bhagavan has different manifestations as Vishnu. But on the Shiva-Ratri day, in this day of Shiva-Ratri, Shiva is manifest in all the lingas. He is present in many different places. Because to help the jivas in their worship and to bless these jivas and to give them mercy, he is given this particular time of Shiva-Ratri. So during this time, he is saying, I especially give my mercy. How? Then he is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. When the 11 Prachetas are going to perform their tapasya. And he said, all of you are doing tapasya, but you don't know what kind of austerities to perform. You don't know what kind of mantras to chant. How can you achieve siddhi, perfection? So all of you come here and sit down, and I'll speak to you. He started speaking this Rudra Geet. And he said, if you want to know the Atma, understand the Atma, then this Rudra Geet, you'll have to recite this Rudra Geet. Then, Om Ripanandam means, oh dear sons of this king, all of you will achieve Sarup Siddhi, and all of you will have this Bhagavad Bhakti, and it will become very easy. But if you act out of your own speculation, then you will not achieve anything. So similarly, if any person goes to Shiva Thakur and prays to him for bhakti, for this Sarup Siddhi, for this auspiciousness of their souls, and for this realization of Prakrit Tattva, then Shiva Thakur is very merciful. To understand the Shiva Tattva is not so easy. No one will do anything. No one will take responsibility for the jivas. So Guru is a word, and Gurutva is a quality to take responsibility. So Shiva Thakur, it has been said, he is Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambhu. And the 12 Mahajans, when you think about them, Sambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Sumara Kapilaman, Prada Janaka Bhishma, Prada Vyasaki Vayam, the 12 Mahajans. It says Sambhulinga and the Jyotirlinga, there is some speciality. The Sambhulinga is for ordinary people, and the Jyotirlinga, you see the manifestation of the Jyotirlinga. They say they all achieved these different rasas there. First there's Asabud, there are the 7 secondary rasas, and then the 5 primary rasas, until which culminate in Madhur Ras. And the deity of this Madhur Ras is in Vrindavan. And all the other rasas are found elsewhere. So we're doing tapasya, then he came to Vrindavan. So this is the day of Shiva's appearance in Vrindavan. Therefore this vrata, this upasan, this aradhana is not ordinary. Then why did he appear in Linga? So it has been said that you see the representatives of the male generative capacity or the female generative capacity. But this is like this form has been superimposed. Then this is like the pain. This is the male generative capacity or the female generative. But this is like this has been superimposed. And they say, according to their own understanding, they will describe saying creation took place. They say, but this is not proper. So it has been described here that when Shiva Thakur, some say that he appeared from Brahma's head, and some say that from Krishna's navel Brahma was born. So from Krishna's right side, Shiva Thakur appeared. So there are many descriptions like this. But to know all these confidential subjects, if you don't realize them and understand them, then you will not have Ishtanishta, firm faith in your worshipful deity. So Shiva Thakur is Jagat Guru. He has taken responsibility for the entire world. He very easily frees one from this Tamagun, Rajagun, Sattvagun. Frees them. And gives them this Bhagavad Sevadikar. And as long as he doesn't give you Bhagavad Sevadikar, he'll never leave you. Prabhupada says, Shiva Thakur said, I will take even 100 lifetimes for my deliverance of my disciple. Shiva Thakur said, not just 100 lifetimes. As long as this material world will remain, I will stay and take responsibility for everyone. Because Prabhu has given me to look after everyone. As long as creation exists. This responsibility is upon me. So what does he say? Bhavani, Rudrani, Shivani, Durga, Kali, Chandi, Bhairavi. He has so many different Shaktis. And he subdues the demons. But how does he look after the bhaktas? In Jadabharat, he was doing bhajan. And you see, the demons, they caught him. And they wanted to sacrifice him to Kali in the middle of the night. And what did Kali do? She sacrificed all these demons. And she killed all these demons. And she prayed to Jadabharat. Why are you hiding? Why are you concealing yourself? No one is able to know who you are. And the same Jadabharat, Rahugan Raja, he made him carry his palanquin. And Jadabharat never opened his mouth. And therefore, Rahugan Raja, he started making him act the way he wanted to. And Rahugan Raja started behaving very improperly, inappropriately. Then Bharat Maharaj, he said, that as long as you don't, you see, even if one performs austerities in the middle of the hot day or in the cold water, still it will not make any difference as long as you're not being showered by the foot dust of the Mahat-jans, the pure devotees. You will not understand anything in life, you will not understand anything in any life unless and until you've been bathed by the foot dust of the pure devotees. Therefore Shiva Thakur has put all this dust all over his body, this ashes. Brahma even prayed to him. Brahma prayed for the dust of the Raj. And Uddhava was also prayed. What did Shiva Thakur do? You see, Shiva Thakur, Krishna, he played holy once, this holy time, but Shiva Thakur every day he's playing holy. Every day this dust, he's putting this dust over his body. Even a small part of his body is not left behind, head to toe. But who will understand? Who has the desire to understand? So some say he's only putting the ashes of dead people. He's staying in the cemetery. But what is he doing? What is he not doing? He's wearing garland of skulls. He's putting snakes around him. And he's telling everyone the world is temporary. But someone should understand also, no? Someone should understand what he's doing. Why is he appearing in this way? So when all the Rishi Mahashis came, then Shiva Thakur made all of them sit down and start doing this stuti. Then he told Devi, then he told her, then if you chant one name of Krishna, is equal to chanting 1,000 names of Vishnu. The fruit that you get by chanting 1,000 names of Vishnu, if you chant Ram Nam once, you get the fruit. And by chanting Ram Nam 3 times, you get the fruit of chanting Krishna once. So who will understand all these things? Who will speak the Bhagavad? Who knows what the Bhagavad is? What does Shiva Thakur said? Aham vetme, sukha vetme, yasa vete naveti va, bhakta bhagavato gaya, nacha buddha, nacha tikaya. Shiva Thakur, what did he do? He knows, I know the Bhagavad. Sukdev knows. Vyasadeva knows or not, I don't know, I have doubt. Why? Vyasadeva himself hasn't brushed the Bhagavad. He is not taking shelter of the Bhagavad. Only writing will not, only speaking will not, who will practice? That's Shiva Thakur, he said, Aham veti, I know. Because I do serve, I serve everyone. Bhagavan has given all this responsibility. Mother is so merciful. As soon as the child takes birth, the mother cleanses the child. She bathes him, she massages him, and the baby sometimes beats her, does so many things. But still, the mother doesn't do anything. But when the baby becomes big, and still he tells his mother, oh, you must wash my bottom, then is it possible? Then see, even if he becomes strict, still mother will not leave him. Even if he is fully grown up now. She is ready to even die, but still she will not let go of her son. Shiva Thakur says, even I'm present when he goes, when he's going to be burnt. Even until in Kashi, in Varanasi, what does he do? If one even turns to the other side while sleeping, then Shiva Thakur speaks Ram Nam to them. And even the last time, then they say Ram Nam Satya. They won't speak the names of Ram while they're alive. Only when they're dying, they'll say Ram Nam is true. So Shiva Thakur, then he speaks this Ram Nam there. He never leaves anyone. He says, I have this responsibility. Mother can leave, but Shiva Thakur cannot leave anyone. He is so merciful. Who will take responsibility to free one from this tamogun? Who will remove these impurities? Who will go there? When he became a pig, when he was cursed to become a pig, the Brahma came there. And then he came, and he gave so many instructions, but Indra did not listen to him. And he said, it's better to be a pig. I'm sleeping here, so much stool, so everything is so fragrant here. I have so many piglets. I shall leave all of them. He said, you're the king of heaven. He said, oh my Devendra, I'm happy here. Then he wouldn't listen to anything that Brahma had to say. So we are also very unfortunate. We will not listen. Shiva Thakur is saying, see, Shiva Thakur is going there in their impure hearts. Then anyhow, if anyone said Shiva's name, then immediately everything will be auspicious for them. You see, Shiva will glorify everyone. So if one doesn't take shelter of Shiva, then he is very foolish. But Shiva is also not independent. Shiva is always engaged in Bhagavan's seva. Therefore, if anyone speaks, recites Bhagavan's names to him, then he becomes very happy. Srimad was a hunter who performed the Shiva-Ratri-Very. In the evening, very hungry he was suffering so much. He said, if I have a scholar do this puja, then I'll drink some water and break my fast. In the evening, he couldn't find anyone. Then, because they don't see hunter and they run away in fear. So he was thinking, why is he worshipping Shiva? I'll kill more animals and I'll be more strong. So he couldn't find anyone. Then he saw one sadhu coming there. And he caught this sadhu. Hey Babaji, come here. He said, come here. Today is Shiva-Ratri. He said, alright, then worship Shiva for me. I'll bring you whatever you want, whatever dakshina you want. Whatever you want, I'll give you. But you must worship Shiva. Now I can no longer fast. Now I'm suffering so much. I want to break this fast. Then I can take some chanamrita and break my fast. And he said, I don't worship Shiva. And he said, why not? Why you were saying? Why you don't worship Shiva? Then he said, see what I'll do. I'll kill you, he said. I'll kill you right now. Worship Shiva now. And he said, what can I do? Alright, let me see what is going to happen. Then he started worshiping. Then he started worshipping. And what mantras would he chant? He said, Ramaya Ramachandra Ramadaya Vedasi. So then he said, oh, he's chanting Rama Rama. Not saying Namah Shiva, he's chanting Ram Ram, Sita Ram. He said, you're listening or not? Take this axe, say Om Namah Shiva. So I will not say, kill you, he said. Immediately. Then immediately the Shivlinga broke open. Shiva Thakur appeared and he said, oh, you Shudra, you want to kill Sadhu? He was worshipping properly. He is speaking Ram Nam to me. I'm so happy. And you want to kill him? Then 100 lifetimes will suffer in hell. Then Santai caught hold of Shiva's lotus feet and he said, oh Bholenath Ashatosh, don't give such things. He is a Shudra. He doesn't have proper intelligence. He is ignorant. He is Durachari. He is wicked. He is fallen. But still you are everyone's savior. you take everyone's tamagun away. So how long will you suffer? And he said, all right. Then his Pulnati became happy. Then he said, all right. In one day, he'll be born 100 times and he'll be pure in just one day. Then he said, all right. So in one day he was born 100 times and he suffered in hell for like 100 times. And then he became a Brahmin then, next life. So when he's born as Brahmin, then he did not forget what had happened. So he was always with the Rishi Maharshis and the Bhaktas. He went to Low Maharshi Rishi and he said, Guruji, give me Diksha. Then what Daksha? You are Brahma, I am Brahma, everything is Brahma. He was just chant this Am Brahma. He said, no, you give me this Ram mantra. He said, why? Because Bholinath listens to his Ram Naam, he becomes very happy. In my own eyes I have seen. Give me this mantra. This guy was shouting so much, but still he won't give mantra. Then you call calling like a crow, you become a crow. Then he cursed him to become a crow. And he said, hey, come here. Crow, come here. And then he said, get this Ram mantra. Now should I make you Brahmin again? He said, no, I don't want to be a Brahmin. Being this crow, this Diksha, I have received in this form. This is my Siddha Swarup. You give me this Ashirvad, this blessing. Then I always do Kirtan of Ram Katha. That my mind always, my heart and mind always absorbed in Ram Katha. Ram Rameti Iti Rama. In this way, you just give me this blessing. So Lama Rishi, he said, all right, you get this blessing. The Thakur is so merciful. And those who give this bhang, ganja, charas, opium, wine, they offer these things to Shiva. Why? Because they're absorbed in mode of ignorance. And Shiva Thakur says, all right, at least you're giving these things to me, all right, at least learn to give something. Okay, give at least what you have already. If you have such things to offer, then offer them. Then your mind will be pure gradually. Today you're giving these things, tomorrow you'll give something else. So at least now you become habituated to give something. Come near me. At least then I'll speak some kirtan to you one day or another. And I'll give you some Mahaprasad. Then I will change your mind. Shiva Thakur is very intelligent. He doesn't neglect anyone. Doesn't hate anyone. He knows the jivas are very unfortunate. So today is Mahashivaratri, Shiva Chaturdashi. You see now the world, they're only absorbed in Maya, in Kali's kingdom. Now they don't even care for Shiva. Now they don't follow Shiva Chaturdashi. This is Kali Maharaj just closed the door to achieve auspiciousness. See the games he's playing. See now he makes everyone follow Kalsham Dashmi. In the Purana Shastra, everywhere it's said to follow Shiva Chaturdashi. Now they say no need Shiva Chaturdashi. They follow Chaturdashi on Trayodasi. Then they follow Ekadashi. And this way they don't even follow. On Trayodasi they follow Shiva Chaturdashi. They say this is Chaturdashi. Because this Kali Maharaj was thinking that if they follow Shiva Thakur, then they'll all be liberated. So I'll make them follow the wrong dates, the wrong tithis. But even then, if one intentionally, unintentionally, anyone follows, then anyhow chants the name of Shiva, then surely they'll be benefited. And then they start following the Shiva Chaturdashi Vrata. Else, by going in this Kumark, how can they possibly attain this Satmark? Proper path. If one acts according to his own whims, then how can he be benefited? They will not follow the Sadhu Shastras. They will not follow the opinion of the Shastras. Then how can they be benefited? They do so much, but in the end, they become ghosts. And they work like ghosts, they act like ghosts. They will not come on the proper path. Therefore, don't be fooled by the others. You must follow the proper vichar, which is related to the bhaktas, to the Vaishnavas. You should accept their considerations. Now we'll stop now. Tomorrow we'll listen more. Nande Hari Hari Poo.